So we are back for more Pauper. This is Orzhov Pestilence. So I did play the Pestilence deck in the Pauper Marathon, but I played a mono-black version, and a lot of feedback I got was that the deck should be Orzhov-based, so I found a new Orzhov list for the Pestilence deck. So this is a deck that is built around the card Pestilence. End step, if no creatures are on the battlefield, sack Pestilence, and you can play a black to deal 1 damage to everything, all creatures, all players. It costs 4. So the idea is you will control the board with Pestilence and potentially kill your opponent with it as well, but probably just control the board. And then the rest of the deck is what looks like a fairly straightforward, bouncy Glinthawk Core Skyfisher Orzhov deck. So let's talk about some of the cards here. So Glinthawk, which picks up artifacts, and Core Skyfisher, which picks up potentially anything, including artifacts. And then we are going to try to eke out value Borosynth style with Thraben Inspector, making clues. We've got Omen of the Dead to get back creatures, and we can pick it up with our Core Skyfisher to get more creatures back. Journey to Nowhere as our removal. We've got Cast Down, more removal. We've got Tithing Blade, of course, as an edict that is also a permanent that we can pick up and put back down, or a way to just drain our opponent out if we manage to flip it later. Spare Supplies as another thing that we can use to draw more cards based on it entering and then picking it up and putting back down again. We're actually main decking Drown in Sorrow, presumably to beat other aggro decks, and this does kill our Glinthawks and Thrabens, but it does not kill Core Skyfisher. This manages through this. 2 Inspiring Overseers, just another creature that can filter through cards. And then in particular, we've got Guardian of the Guild Pact, which is pro monocolor. So this card survives Pestilence being in play, and the Pestilence doesn't damage it. So that's the nifty little combo right there. And Thorn of the Black Rose to get the Monarch and keep drawing cards every turn. Also 3 toughness, so it's better at surviving Pestilence. Sideboard has Lone Missionary to gain life against aggro decks, Dust to Dust for the artifact decks, Duress for spell decks, another Drown in Sorrow, Okiba Gang Shinobi, which is whenever it deals combat damage to a player, that player discards 2, and you can ninja it for 4. So this is presumably for attrition-based matchups, or maybe blue decks that have a bunch of counter spells. And then Honorable Scout, which is ETB, you gain 2 life for each black and or red creature target opponent controls. So similar to Lone Missionary, you want this against the aggro, probably mostly red decks, but black decks too. Lands, there's not much to talk about. It's fairly straightforward. The only thing to note is that you can pick up lands and put them back down with Core Skyfisher. So things like Kabira Crossroads, Scoured Barrens to gain life. Ancient Den is also an artifact that you can pick up with Glinthawk if you have to. And that is Orzhov Pestilence, so let us try a league with this. All right, we're on the play for round 1. This hand looks fine. Let's keep, and let's just go ahead and run out Thraben. Windscarred Crag for our opponent. So I can Glinthawk. I don't want to pick my clue up, though. So I'm going to say let's just play Basilica, pick up the land, and attack. Basilica, trigger, pick the planes back up, attack with Thraben. There's an argument to maybe just getting Glinthawk down and attacking, but I feel like that's not great. Opponent plays Goblin Tomb Raider and Ardent Recruit. So it's Boros Metalcraft. Ooh, Pestle. All right, go to combat. Attack with this, because I'm going to pick it up with Skyfisher. So then Skyfisher, pick up Thraben, Scoured Barrens, and over to them. Synthesizer reveals another Ardent Recruit and plays Furnace, and now they got Metalcraft online. Blasts our dude. Well, this is going to be rough. We also only have 2 black mana for Pestilence, so not even enough to kill the Ardent Recruit. So our turn's probably just going to be journeying 2 creatures. Yeah, slow down their aggro. Huh. I just don't have the time to wait around for Pestilence. I'm going to take too much damage. So let's just journey both these guys. Journey, eat this dude. Journey, eat this dude. Over to them. You think that Novice Inspector, the new Thraben Inspector, will see play as 8 Inspector deck on Pauper? I believe so, yes. Now, I don't know that you necessarily want 8 copies in any given deck, but it's for sure going to see play. I'm sure some decks will want more than 4 Thraben. Oh my god, they exiled all that glitters off of that? All right, well, I guess, geez, what do I even do here? I have to play blockers. So I'm almost certainly just going to pop this clue, so I may as well do that now. Another land. All right, Thraben, trigger, play another land, so I can pop the clue again, over to them. And if they've got anything that kills this, we lose. Glinthawk. Pick up Synthesizer, reveals Bolt. All right, we're done. All right, well, apparently they are a Metalcraft deck, so Dust. Their creatures can also get bigger than Drown can even kill in multiple ways, so let's get rid of that. Presumably I want these guys, but their game plan is more about beating us down than it is burning us out. So I'm not sure to what degree I want any of this. Let's see. Overseer is fine, but not great. I don't know. What's bad? The fact that they have glitters and 3/3 creatures is just makes these guys just not good. All right, let's cut. It's got to be something that's slow and attrition-y, right? So I'm inclined to say Omen, Thraben, Spare Supplies, or Overseer is one of those cards. Even Pestilence itself might not even be that good. Like, it's just not good at keeping the board clear. Yeah, honestly, let's just get rid of one of these. It's very expensive and slow, and their creatures can become big enough that it doesn't matter. All right, this hand's fine. Keep Ancient Den, Thraben. All right, let's just attack and then Skyfisher. So swing, land, Skyfisher. Yield to this, pick Thraben up. Another Ardent Recruit. Plays Boros Garrison. All right, so they're just in no position to attack, at least for right now. Huh. Man, that's really awkward with our mana. I guess I can go Skyfisher, pick up the Ancient Den, play Thraben Inspector, but then I'm still behind by a turn. But I don't know. I could beat them all. I could race them, I think. Also, getting this guy out seems pretty important. Maybe I just kill one of their guys, play Basilica. I'm definitely playing Basilica. So the only question is, what am I doing aside from that? I think I honestly am just popping the clue. All right, Basilica, trigger, bounce this. And then let's just pass in case they somehow get Metal. I guess I shouldn't pass. I should have attacked them. It would have been an even trade unless they get Metalcraft online, in which case I can't block. So I'm just thinking, like, the moment I play Guardian of the Guild pack, I assume they basically don't have anything that can get rid of it, and it can just block for free any of these dudes. The only thing is they might have, what, Foundry Helix? Is the only thing I can think of that they might have in their deck that can kill Guardian. Synthesizer, revealing Great Furnace. Relic of Progenitus. Okay. Oh, now they got Metalcraft. Yep. Tomb Raider. Well, I can at least block this thing. Not attacking paid off. All right, play Guardian. Glinthawk. Hiccup Synth. Synth reveals Synth. Plays new Synth. Reveals Makeshift Munitions. That's really bad. They're just going to keep attacking anyway. All right, dual block this guy. Man, we're already at 11. Okay. I mean, I can cast down their dude to get rid of it now while they're tapped out and they don't have this. I also need to be able to block Glinthawk. So... I just don't have the time to dirtle around drawing cards, right? Like, all right, let's play Overseer. Draw, gain some life. Ooh, Dust to Dust is nice. If I'm going to use a kill spell, I need to use it now while they're tapped out, right? So let's just kill Glinthawk. And then no attacks. Synthesizer, reveals Relic, plays Skyfisher, picks up another thing, reveals Bolt. So then they can Bolt Overseer. Yeah, Bolt's Overseer. Swings with both. No, just this. If they just swing with this, it makes no sense. All right, block here. Relic. All right, so I probably got to Dust Makeshift plus one of their lands or Relic just to prevent them from drawing cards. I don't know. They have a Synth in their hand, and then I don't know they're the cards, right? I definitely have to get rid of this. Problem is I just like don't have another good play this turn if I do that. Nothing to block Skyfisher with. All right, hang on. Tap this, tap this. What am I dusting? Oh, wait, no, I can't dust this. I don't know why I thought this could hit enchantments. All right, well, that being the case, I guess I just get rid of both relics so that they can't draw more cards with them. Or do I get rid of this synth now? I'm not going to cut... There's no way I'm cutting them off mana. That being the case, it might not even be worth doing that. All right, let's play Overseer. Journey to Nowhere. Guarantee that we keep Skyfisher out of play. That's fine. Journey, exile Skyfisher. And we're not attacking. Oh, I forgot to play Basilica. Well, that's a mistake. Reveals Galvanic Blast. Just like non-stop gas off of these synthesizers is kind of insane. Sacks Synthesizer, revealing Skyfisher to kill the Overseer. Skyfisher. They don't really have anything that great to pick up right now, right? Picks up Synthesizer, revealing Tomb Raider. Tap land. I do have to be wary of my life total here. Why are you attacking with this? Yeah, block. Okay, sure. We wasted some more time. All right, I guess let's just dust these relics. Okay, they're targeting me who has an empty graveyard. Sure. Thraben, play Basilica, pick this up, and just pass. So now we can like block. Synthesizer, reveals Lemboss. Swings with Skyfisher alone. Very well. We go to 7. Plays another land. Plays the Thraben Inspector. Another dust, which anything that I target, they just get rid of with Makeshift, right? It at least forces them to not have Synthesizer on the board anymore, I guess. I also need to actually have blockers in play. So I go Skyfisher, pick up the Thraben, replay the Thraben. I still have enough mana to dust, and then that's it. So this represents... Oh, wait, no, this is and artifacts, right? So this is actually lethal. Oh, we're actually just dead. All right. Dust your lands. Why Journey over Cast Down? I have both. We're at 5, and then we just lose next turn to the Makeshift Munitions anyway, so that's that. On the play for round 2, we have a hand that's unkeepable, Mull. We have a hand that's still unkeepable, Mull. We have a more keepable hand that's very, very slow. Oh, what am I putting back? A land, and I'm just going to say Journey until I know otherwise. All right, Scour Barrens, trigger, Swamp. All right, Thraben, Clue, Basilica, bounce the Scoured Barrens, go. Lemboss. All right, so we attack with the Thraben, then we play Skyfisher, pick it up, and I'm actually just going to replay it right now. Over to them. I was considering running Scoured Barrens out again, but now let's just get these creatures back on board. Popping Lemboss with Deadly Dispute. Is this just mono black? Yeah, I guess just mono black, eh? All right, tap this, play Overseer. Okay, let's play Scoured Barrens. Snuff out our dude, sure. Attack. Tithing Blade, sack Thraben, file our guy, sure. All right, I assume this is just mono black devotion / control. Oh, man, we don't have anything to pick up at the clues. All right, pop a clue. Wow, that's atrocious. All right, pop a clue. Play Basilica, bounce this. Oh my god, is this Thorn of the Black Rose and then we're just lose the game instantly? No, Avenging Hunter. We still lose the game instantly. All right then. Well, they have the initiative. We can't get the initiative. We can't even play anything. Oh, Guild Pact? All right. This. Guild Pact. I mean, we can steal it, but then they can just steal it back. Also, they play Edicts, which can kill this thing. They went to the Scry mode and bottom 2 cards. Reckoner's Bargain, Eating Tithing Blade. Lemboss. Swing, block, plays Gardens, sure. Thorn of the Black Rose, which we can also not really block. God damn. So I can get the Monarch, and then I would have to double block this in order to not lose the Monarch, and that assumes they have 0 removal, which I can't assume. So I kind of just have to play it, right? And then let's hold open like cast down mana. So tap, 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 play Thorn. Trigger, let's play Scoured Barrens to gain a life, combat, attack. So we're gonna do a bunch of Monarch initiative trading. Trigger, grab. Oh, I meant to grab the planes. All right, whatever. Monarch trigger, nothing. We're also drawing like garbage. Like, look how many lands we've drawn. It's just insane. All right, swing. Let's trade with this at the very least. All right, so they get the things. Oh, they're my triggers. I have to stack them. That's so weird. They're goading the guard. Okay. Because they want to draw a card, presumably? No. So our guy dies, and now we don't have any creatures in play, so now they just run away with the game with the Monarch and the initiative. Cool. We also can't play anything. This is amazing. Look at this hand. All right, Golgari Gardens. So I assume it's very attrition-based. Pestilence seems okay. I don't want this. I don't want Dust to Dust. I definitely don't want Drown. So I guess Akiba Gang is for this matchup. I mean, Pestilence is not great. These guys aren't great either when they can just Edict you. I guess I would rather have these than the third Pestilence. So let's just do that. I don't know how important Duress is in this matchup. It doesn't seem that good, though. All right, that's fine. Scoured Barrens, go. Swamp Relic. Ancient Den, Spare Supplies. Cycles Troll. All right, thank goodness we drew a land. So let's core Skyfisher. Pick up Spare Supplies, Scoured Barrens, go. Ninjutsuing Skyfishers and Glinthawk seems like it might be a pain in the ass, to be honest. Defile, core Skyfisher, eat our dude so we can't get it back with Omens. All right, we really just need to draw land, so I guess let's play Overseer. Trigger, did not draw land, back to them. Tithing Blade, kill our dude. All right, land, no. Spare Supplies, trigger, oh, it's a tap land, good enough. Play Thraben. Deadly Disputes the Tithing Blade, land. Lemboss. All right, so now we can get Thorn down. Black, this one, Thorn, and then let's attack with the Thraben. So if they have their own Thorn, they can steal the Monarch back, but absent that, they can't. And even if they do play a Thorn, we can potentially still even attack into them. Crypt Rats, sure. All right, so now plan number, like the absolute plan is just make sure that the Monarch is protected. All right, combat, swing. So they have 3 mana with which to use Crypt Rats. They're just gonna blow Crypt Rats up now, sure. All right, we need to absolutely make sure that we have a creature in play for next turn. So, Overseer, trigger, drew land. All right, let's play Glinthawk, pick up Spare Supplies, and then replay Spare Supplies. Then end step Monarch, over to them. Lemboss, eaten by Reckoner's Bargain. Cycles Troll, plays Ichor Wellspring. All right, go to combat, swing. Snuff out targeting Overseer, sure. Let's play Skyfisher, pick up Spare Supplies, replay Spare Supplies, place another Spare Supplies. All right, end step. I'm actually gonna have to discard the hand size. Honestly, let's just get rid of Pestilence. I don't know. Maybe I could get them low enough to kill them, though. I have a lot of removal, right? Let's get rid of Journey. Sacks Ichor Wellspring to Fanatical Offering. So they're running Deadly, Reckoners, and Fanatical, which doesn't necessarily mean they're running all 12, but they are running all 3 different versions. Gardens, All right, then, well, I mean, I don't have to kill this, at least not now. So combat, attack, cast down a dude, sure. Take damage, play Glinthawk, pick up Spare Supplies, play Spare Supplies, trigger, drew Basilica. All right, So Basilica, pick up Ancient Den, and then let's get Pestilence into play. Maybe? I don't know. I guess, yeah. And then we're going to discard 2 cards to hand side? Yeah, that's fine. Play Pestilence. 1 card to hand. All right, end step Monarch. Reckoner's Bargain, eating their plant. Discard Ancient. So I guess if they have double removal spells for these Glint Hawks, they can take Pestilence off the table. Duress us. All right, which of my full house removal do you want? Takes a Tithing Blade. Crypt Rats. All right, well, there it goes. Crypt Rats explodes. We lose Pestilence. Oh, Relic, eat the graveyard. Makes another plant. Oh, they played another plant token. Yeah, okay. Doesn't really make sense to me that they did that. So we just pass and then end step Pestilence a whole bunch. I guess let's crack the clue. 7. Yeah, all right. Clue, another land. Yeah, all right. Just go to the end step. Monarch. Discard Kabira. So we can just go end step, pay 4, then pay another 4. Map. Oh. Yeah, they can steal the Monarch from me. That's fine. Okay, sure. Lumbus. No, they can gain life from this. Blood Fountain. Sure. Blood discards Colony Garden. Relic of Progenitus. They still got to keep that 2 mana open to crack Lembus, right? All right, well, they're not, so sure. Relic. Oh, they haven't played a land yet. Okay, sack this thing, and then we'll activate Pestilence a whole bunch. Black, black, Pestilence. Sacks the Lembos. Activate Pestilence. Activate Pestilence. All right, this mana fizzles, then it's back to our turn. Wow, I have a lot of cards, eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can put them to 2. Definitely playing a Swamp this turn. Thraben, 7. As long as I can just keep Pestilencing, although we might lose it. So if I play a Kiba Gang, they need 2 removal, but that takes most of my mana up. Let's pop this clue and see if we draw another creature. No. Wow. All right, well, it's going to go to end step and discard Basilica. We get to put them to 2, and then even if they kill Pestilence, we can maybe flip Tithing Blade. Nope, can't do that anymore with the Lembus. All right. Well, actually, we have exactly enough to kill them, right? Assuming that I get to retain my Pestilence. Cast down our dude. Well, we don't get to retain Pestilence anymore. Cracks the Lembus. So, Pestilence activation. Pestilence activation. Just activate Pestilence as much as we can. All right, pop the spare supplies. And Pestilence dies, and they're still at 5. Oh, I can just steal the Monarch back. All right, excellent. Thorn of the Black Rose. We get the Monarch again. And then let's core Skyfisher and just put Thorn back in our hand, I think. Pick this up. All right, that seems fine to me. I guess it's unlikely I'm going to use any removal spells. Let's just play Akiba Gang. Make it so that I don't have to discard here. All right, Monarch trigger. Sacks Iker to Fanatical off. New Lembus. Deadly Dispute. Duress us. I guess they'd probably just take Tithing Blade, right? Blood Fountain. I think we could actually win this game by decking them. Blood sacks, discard Swamp. Deadly Dispute, sack the Blood Fountain, right? Or something. I don't know. I've lost track of what's happening at this point. 13 cards left in their deck. Another Lembus. How many threats have they exiled? Troll, Crypt Rats, Defile, Akiba Gang. Ooh. Combat. Attack with Core Skyfisher. Block, step, ninja this. Huzzah! I have this ninja. Hit you, trigger. You have to discard 2 cards. Discards 2 Avenging Hunters. Okay. They're at 2. All right, play Core Skyfisher. Let's pick up Kabira. And then let's just replay Kabira. End step Monarch. Tithing Blade, sure. It's less likely they'll be able to block Core, so let's sack Akiba Gang. All right, well, they just have another one anyway. All right, Core Skyfisher dies. I mean, they have 11 cards in their deck, like Avenging Hunter, So they have the initiative, we have the Monarch. The initiative will maybe kill us before that's relevant. Reveals a Swamp. Witch's Cottage, put Avenging Hunter back on top of their deck. Yep. So cast down this, then back to us. Ooh, Guardian of the Guild Pact. All right, so let's play Silver Quill Campus tapped, and then let's play Thorn and Guardian. How many tithings have they done? There's 2 in play, and are the rest in the exile zone? One of them is. Blood Fountain, put all the Avenging Hunters back in their hand. Okay, so this is the way they can turbo the initiative out now. Initiative, forge onto nothing. Oh, they're forging onto our guy? Do you have to? You do. You have to. Okay. So they can literally play 2 Avenging Hunters. Yep. Initiative triggers again. Then they get the 5 life loss mode. Okay. Since they're not playing another one, I assume that means they've got removal. All right. Cast down. Kill this dude. Sacks Lembus to do Lembus stuff. Sacks Lembus. I guess the Lembuses mean technically you'll never deck out, right? Okay. Combat. Attack with these dudes. All right, steal the initiative. Let's grab a plane. Play another Guardian. What's this thing do? It scries. Basilica. All right, so we have won the game, apparently. Wow. All right, I don't think this is ever actually going to be relevant. What does that leave me with? Duress? All right, I guess let's try that. I don't know. Should I be boarding in guys just to have more, like, Edict fodder? That can't be right? No, all right, let's just Duress, I guess. It's the battle of the attrition decks. This is really slow, but is otherwise fine. All right, keep. They build the exile stuff for Limbus, but they can just crack Limbus. Like, the idea that you're going to have it at the right time with the mana open, and they don't have mana open. Scoured Barons, go. Limbus. All right, well, we'll just continue passing without doing anything. Swamp, back to them. The thing I really hate about this kind of gameplay is it's like, you know, the first person to reach the Monarch just wins on the spot. All right, I guess I'm just going to Tithing that. No, actually, I want to spend my turn actually playing a creature. Let's just cast it. All right, Guardian. If they've got an Edict, they've got an Edict. They have an Edict. All right, target us with Relic, get rid of Cast Down. I've got to wait for them to tap out, basically. As much as I, like, want to play Glint Hawk right here, the problem is, so there's two problems. If I play the Glint Hawk here, it means I'm not bouncing Tithing Blade back to my hand. But if I don't play the Glint Hawk here and then they just, like, slam a Monarch guy next turn, then we just instantly lose the game. So I think I do just have to Glint Hawk, pick this up, replay it, then over to them. Tithing Blade. Yep. All right, Glint Hawk dies. Exile Glint Hawk. They're just never going to tap this out when they don't have to. I guess I can force them to use it now, but then I'm just, like, trading a card for nothing. All right, Guardian. Over to them. All right, now they're popping it, so now we respond with Omen. Fanatical Offering on one of the Tithing Blades. Ichor Wellspring. Okay. Oh, I'm so ninjaing this guy. Combat, swing, ninja, bounce. Take this, you. This card's Troll Avenger. All right, second main, Thraben. They play Crypt Rats, which can kill everything here, right? Yeah, unfortunately. I guess I just attack them and they have to use it, right? So, combat, swing, block there, and then they're gonna activate Crypt Rats. All right, second main. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I may as well crack this now, I guess. Nah, I should hold this open. Guardian. Oh, we're still in the blocker step. All right, Guardian, over to them. Surprised they're not having their own Thorns. 5 mana, Tithing Blade return. Okay, pop the clue. All right, Thorn's an amazing draw here. Combat, swing, spare supplies, trigger, Thorn. Monarch, defile the Thorn, sure. So on upkeep, it drains one, right? Plays their own Thorn, gets the Monarch. All right, this is immune to their removal, though. So, Tithing Blade. So eat their guy, then go to combat, swing. All right, steal the Monarch back. Let's get another Guardian out. Pops Limbus. All right, play Kabira Crossroads. Do you play Timeless? No, I do not play Arena. So we got 2 Guardians, which they need double Edicts to kill. Fanatical, the Ichor, so they draw 3 cards. There's Edict number 1. Thank you for the sub, Ultimar. All right, so the map tokens do mean this can steal. So I can't just treat this as though it's a non-issue, because it is an issue. So Tithing Blade, then they sack the plant, then combat, keep hitting them with Guardian. I definitely should play Thraben so that I'm immunized from Edict. And let's go ahead and flip one of these over. So craft with one of the creatures in our graveyard. So Thraben Inspector. Opponent cast Deadly Dispute. Drew Journey off of the Monarch trigger, then it's back to them. Drain. I feel like our life totals in this matchup are almost irrelevant. Duress us, I assume they'll just take Tithing Blade. Defile the Thraben. Limbus. So they still don't have an answer for this. Deadly Dispute, another thing. They have so much stuff in play, I've lost track of what they're sacking. All right. Always yield to this draining effect. Okiba Gang, let's go. Combat. Although they do have mana open, but, you know, I'm still going to do this. Swing. Ninja. Is this dying? It is, in fact, dying. All right. So main phase 2. Replay this guy. They're actually drawing so many cards from all of their Deadly Dispute stuff that they're outpacing the Monarch trigger every turn. Tithing Blade flips over. Okay, so crack the clue. All right, play this. Go to combat. Attack. Damage. Then let's flip this Tithing Blade over. Exile Thraben out of the yard. And then just pass. Monarch trigger. Opponent Lembuses. You drew Inspiring Overseer. Back to them. These resolve. Plays the Troll. All right, sack spare supplies. Then our Tithing Blades trigger. All right, play our own Tithing Blade here to make them sack. Trigger, eat that. Play Thraben. Play Overseer. Trigger. Play a land. Duress them. What do they got? Sacks the treasure. Cast Snuff Out on our guy, sure. Take Deglamor. They have a Hunter in their hand. So combat, swing. All right. Tithing Blades keep going back and forth. Plays a Troll. Pop this clue. Over to our turn. Trigger these. All right. Cast down. Kill this thing. Play Thraben. Trigger Thraben. Go to combat. Swing, swing. Flip this Tithing Blade over. Exile, I don't know. Akiba Gang. Play this land. Play Core Skyfisher. Pick up Omen of the Dead. Over to them. Alright, it's their turn. Their things trigger. Avenging Hunter and an unknown card. Fanatical Offering, a thing. Deadly Dispute, a thing. Plays Colony Guard. Plays Hunter. They gain the initiative. Back to our turn. A bunch of things trigger. Alright, Journey to Nowhere. Eat this dude. Opponent sacks it in response. Alright, combat, swing. Alright, in the block step, Omen. Omen gets back Okiba Gang. Then Okiba ninjas the Core Skyfisher. Go to damage, trigger. Oh my god, so much stuff is happening. Can I just get through all these triggers, please? Yield to this. They discard Snuff Out in a swamp. Sure. Play Skyfisher. Pick up Omen. Play Basilica. Pick up Kabira Crossroads. Alright, go. End step, Monarch. Opponent plays another Hunter. Bree gets the initiative. Plays Colony Garden. Alright, end step, Crack the Clue. All of these trigger. Journey. Target Avenging Hunter. Go to combat. Attack. Cast down our guy. Sure. And now we can ensure that we kill them no matter what. Alright, Ninja. Pick up Thraben. Lethal damage. No, not lethal damage. Oh, it's close to lethal. We were one off from lethal. Alright. Doesn't matter. We win the match. What a game. Oh my god. That was so long. Right back at it. On to round 3. This is fine. Keep Scarab Barrens. Go. Swamp. Candy Trail. Alright, play Plains, play Spare Supplies, over to them. Glint Hawk, you say. Alright, Glint Hawk, bounce Spare Supplies back to my hand, play Spare Supplies, and back to them. They are killing our guy, sure. Colony Gardens, it's Gardens again! Alright, strap in boys, this one's gonna be a while. Alright, Thorn of the Black Rose. We have the Monarch, they eat their dude, Monarch trigger, Limbus. Alright, go to combat. Attack. Our opponent has taken an entire 1 damage. Amazing. All right, play Guardian. Basilica, pick up. I'm just going to honestly pick up an untapped land. I don't think the life totals matter, like, at all in this matchup. Kills our Thorn. Monarch trigger. Fanatical Offering the Limbus. Plays another Limbus. All right, let's Omen. Pick up Thorn. Core Skyfisher. Trigger this. Pick up Omen. Play Omen again. Pick up the Glint Hawk. Play the Glint Hawk. Pick up the supplies. Attack. Alright, discard Drown. Crypt Rat's in play, which can kill everything except Guardian. Also, they only have 1 mana open right now, so if I shoot it now, they can't actually kill anything with it. Alright, so let's just kill it now. Cast Spare Supplies. Trigger. Go to combat. Attack with everything. They can't block any of them. They take 6. Should I cast down this plant token? Defile Glint Hawk. It's fine. I was thinking to, like, take them off of more fodder, but they have a bunch of fodder anyway. I should probably just save it for something more important. Fanatical Offering, the plant. Deadly Dispute, something or other. Defile, another guy. Alright, so they got our board clear. Well, we don't have any threats to deploy. We're not going to play, so play Spare Supplies. Trigger. Alright, play Thraben. I guess I could play Pestilence here, but that seems terrible, because all they got to do is just kill 1 dude and then I lose Pestilence. So let's just go to my end step and draw with the Monarch. Alright, I guess I'm just going to use Pestilence as burn spells. Sure, that dies. Spinning Darkness. Plays the Thorn of the Black Rose. End step. I guess I'll try to shoot this. Alright, it is shot. Monarch triggers. Alright, deploy our own Monarch. Monarch returns to us. And let's pop the clue. Omen of the Dead. Alright, Omen. Trigger. Get back Core Skyfisher. Play Core Skyfisher. Pick up Omen of the Dead. Opponent pops Candy Trail. We draw off the Monarch. Deadly Dispute, another thing. I wish it would hold it. I wish it would say in the log what they sacked to it. I don't know why it doesn't. Crypt Rats, which they are 1 short of being able to kill our Thorn with, and Core Skyfisher, so I should kill it now if possible. If I Pestilence, then they just respond to Pestilence and kill everything. Yeah, that's the problem. All right, combat, attack. It's turn 10 and our opponent's still at 19. All right, no blocks. They take some damage. Then we play Guardian of the Guild Pact, Spare Supplies. We draw a card. A Glint Hawk. We play the Glint Hawk. Trigger. Put the Spare Supplies back in our hand. How much am I at here? Okay, play a Swamp. I guess this is just cycling this anyway, so play the Spare Supplies. A card. Go to them. Monarch trigger. Draw another card. Oh, they're going to kill everything now? Oh, they had a treasure token. I didn't realize they had that. Any order. Well, we're just going to use Omen of the Dead to get Skyfisher back anyway. Deadly Dispute. Tithing Blade. Alright. We lose Guardian. Swamp Cycle the Troll. And then use the last of their mana on their own Thorn. Alright, so Omen, target, get back Core Skyfisher. Then they steal the Monarch. They get a Monarch trigger. Then it's back to us. Then we core Skyfisher. Triggers, we pick up Omen of the Dead. Then we Omen. All right, pick up Thorn. Then play Thorn. Then we get the Monarch back. Then let's Tithing Blade to kill their guy. Play Scoured Barrens. End step, Monarch. Their turn. Iker Wellspring. I would like to note that it is turn 11. And we're still both in double-digit life totals, and we both still have 6+ cards each. Whole bunch of mana on their side. Flips the blade over. Is that really the best you can do with 7 cards in your hand? Just flip the blade over? All right. Fairly inclined to just Pestilence here. Pestilence. Activate it. Kills the plant. Play Basilica. Trigger. Pick up this Ancient Den. Combat. All right. Let's pop one of these spare supplies. I guess I could have waited. I didn't have to do that now. Yeah, I should have. It doesn't really matter, though. Monarch, then we have to discard. Get rid of an Ancient Den. All right, they're at 10. We're at 17. Off of this trigger. Defile, that guy. Sure. Tithing Blade eats our dude. Plays Avenging Hunter. They take the initiative. Okay. Well, there is a creature in play now, so on end step, we are going to Pestilence it and them. Activate. Activate. Sax Limbus. Sure. Activate Pestilence. Pestilence. How much black mana do I have? 6, 7, 8, 9... No, 6, 7, 8. I'm 1 short of killing them. So I just need an untapped black source and they're dead. All right, they're dead. Pestilence, 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 tap, tap, black, Pestilence. Don't really know why they're forcing us to play this out, but okay. All right, amazingly, that was only game 1. So drown out, Okiba Gang in, at least one of these out. Even though it won the game there, I think generally it's probably not very good in this matchup. There's just so much removal going on, so many ways of them gaining life. So something more like this. We don't have black mana, which that could present a problem with this hand. So we not only have to draw, we have to draw specific cards. Let's mull. Yeah, that's much better. Keep this, put back. Honestly, Journey to Nowhere? Yeah, let's put back Journey to Nowhere. Colony Garden. All right, play Scoured Barrens, and over to them. I'm also noticing playing this deck that even F6ing through turns doesn't actually help much. You do have to manually choose to auto skip all of the, or auto resolve all of the triggers, because if you don't, then you're bounced so much stuff that you wind up having to skip the triggers anyway, or resolve the triggers anyway. So resolve this. Scoured Barrens comes back to our hand, over to them. Candy Trail. Like, the board basically doesn't even matter outside of being able to steal the initiative and the Monarch from each other. All right, let's play Overseer. Okiba Gang. Sax Candy Trail. Crypt Rats. With the untapped swing. Okay. Combat. Swing. If they don't do it in the attack step, I get to ninja it. All right, ninja. And then they can still kill this, but it requires they pay the treasure, and then we at least get to replay Overseer next turn again anyway. So they really should do it now to prevent us from taking 2 of their cards. Yeah. Crypt Rats, everything dies. Cycle Troll gets another swamp. Plays Duress. All right, they take one of our Tithing Blades. Limbus. All right, it's the return of the Overseer. Trigger. Play Scoured Baron. Trigger. Over to them. It's actually like there's so much removal and the creatures are so marginal that even your board state here doesn't really matter. Again, it's just like so long as you just have a creature that can attack into the Monarch or Initiative. Deadly Dispute the Limbus. Crypt Rats. I'm just gonna use this now. Be mana efficient. Even though, yeah, I could get the Overseer back as well, but it's fine. All right, combat. Attack. I will not be ninjing this turn. All right, so let's just go Tithing Blade, Skyfisher, Omen, pick it back up again. So Tithing Blade, Crypt Rats, and that fizzles out. Then we go Skyfisher, trigger, pick this up, play this, play Glint Hawk. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay, that's fine, yeah. Pick up Tithing Blade, and go to them. I thought I made a mistake there for a second, but no. Crypt Rats again. All right, so we can steal the Monarch now. So, I mean, I guess we force them to pop it, right? So combat, swing. They're just not gonna do it? All right, sure. So, if they're just not gonna do it, the problem is committing any more creatures to this board if they don't do it is a problem. So, let's just force them to do it. Tithing Blade. I don't really understand why they didn't do it. Crypt Rats, Do I want the Monarch? I don't even think I want the Monarch right now. Let's just Omen, pick up Skyfisher, then play Skyfisher, pick up Omen, and play Thraben. I think the problem with playing Thorn here is if they deploy their own Thorn, or Initiative guy, and kill our Thorn, then we have no creatures in play, so it's better to just get multiple creatures into play. All right, combat, attack. No responses. What in the world do they have that they're just allowing us to hit them over and over? All right, Thorn. Acquire the Monarch. Play this tap land. End step Monarch. Opponent Rotten Reunions this. Let's just respond with Omen to blank that. Take the Glinthawk. All right, fizzle that. I guess they can flash it back. Fine. So what's the plan here? It's make a 2/2, kill Thorn, attack, steal the Monarch, and then have to also kill all of these things. Relic of Progenitus, sure. Sacks the Relic, graveyards are gone. Fanatical Offering a thing. Deadly Dispute the thing. Duress us. We have no viable targets. All right. Oh my gosh. 2 Gardens matchups back to back. Round 4, we're on the play. This hand is slow but acceptable. Swampco. Plain. Thraben. All right, we're in for another one of these matchups. Silica. Trigger. Pick this up. Rafine's Informant. Conniving Battle Screech. Interesting. All right, so our primary goal right now is to make sure that they never have enough to start Battle Screeching. Flashback 3, right? It's also a problem if we just miss lands here. I mean, they just get 2 birds, right? Like, it's not that bad. All right, let's play the more mana-efficient play and draw a card. Rafine's Informant. If they just want to flash... Oh, discard another Battle Screech. All right. Yeah, it's fine. We're the Pestilence deck. We also have Drown in Sorrow main. Let's just try to draw one of those. We're just not drawing lands, which is also a pretty big problem. All right, Overseer. There's a land. If I play Glinthawk, I have to pick the Ancient Den up. That's fine. Glinthawk, up Ancient Den. All right, no reason to attack. Back to them. Journey to Nowhere. I assume they're going to take Glinthawk. Swinging there. All right, I think I just blocked the birds because then Guardian can hold back everything else. Core Skyfisher. Oh, no, they can pick up... I was thinking they could pick up Journey and then the Glinthawk just dies because I have nothing to do. But I guess they're just going to pick up Thraben. All right, well, I can stop their ground assault with Guardian, but not their air assault. So let's do this for right now. And then just try to stymie the bleeding on subsequent turns. All right, air attacks, we go to 16. They're just not going to play anything? Huh, that confuses me. All right, well, let's just start deploying all of our removal. Journey to Nowhere. Eat that guy. Cracks the Clue. I'm so confused. Why didn't they redeploy Thraben? Or crack the Clue on their turn to see what they drew? All right, I'm going to keep taking the hits from here because I want to cast down the Thraben Inspector so that they can't bounce it with their bounce effects. Replays Thraben, Skyfisher. In response, kill Thraben. All right, what do you bounce now? Or just bounce the land, sure. Tithing Blade. All right, Tithing Blade. I assume they'll just sack their ground dudes that aren't even getting in, right? Yeah. So Journey, eat Skyfisher. They pop their Clue, and then it's back to this stalemate position, although they do have the birds flying over and hitting us, so that's something. Squadron Hawk. All right. Well, we basically just have to draw Drown now, because we're not going to be able to keep up with how many things they have in the air. They only revealed 2 Hawks, though. Or we just need to find a Flyer. Well, actually, even a Flyer is not going to help, right? Because any removal just gets rid of it. And the problem is if I play Thorn, then they just steal the Monarch. Ugh. Just trash. Just trash draws. All right. Journey. Target a single bird token. Swing, swing, swing. Cast down a bird token. Take 2 from the Squadron Hawks. We're at 10. Then they play 2 more Squadron Hawks, right? Yeah. Squadron Hawk. No, they didn't. All right. I can't afford to just not do anything, but like, man, we're so far behind if I play Thorn here. I kind of just have to, though. All right. Thorn, get the Monarch. Basilica, bouncing Ancient Den. So no attacks. Monarch triggers. We draw Omen of the Dead. All right, the Squadron Hawks attack. We go to 7. They steal the Monarch. Journey to Nowhere is the only legal target. All right, well, we got to get the Monarch back. So combat, attack, prismatic strands. Brilliant. All right. What am I picking up with Core Skyfisher? I guess a Journey that's on nothing, right? Or a Tithing Blade? No, a Tithing Blade, they just sack this thing. So Skyfisher, pick up Journey, and then we'll play Guardian to just have another blocker against this guy. Thraben plays the 4th Squadron Hawk, finally. Judge's Familiar. Counter instant or sorcery Force Spike. Yeah. So now they don't have any good attacks, right? I guess they can just attack anyway. Sure. All right. Block one of them. We're at 5, and they have got this stuff in play. So Monarch triggers again. All right. 100% we got to steal the Monarch back, so go to combat. Man, they can just flash back Prismatic Strands, though. I mean, sure, I guess. It's prevent damage, right? Combat. Swing. Oh, I guess they can actually block with Judge's Familiar, right? Huh. No? Right, they are flashing back Strands. I have 6 mana, so I can go Omen. No, I'm short, actually, right? Yeah, so let's go Omen. Target, get back Overseer. Play Overseer. Trigger, Thraben. I guess I just want to minimize the amount of damage, right? So let's Journey the Judge's Familiar. Journey here. So they have 5 attacks. We have 3 blocks. Swing all? Sure. Block here. Block here. Block here. They're going to Strand and Guardian's Pledge, and then we're dead. Brilliant. All right, so frustrating. If we just had like one more gain land at some point or one more blocker. Okay, so we want Drown versus them and kind of nothing else, right? And we don't want Thorn. Boy, our Edict effect's bad against Squadron Hawk and Battle Screech, but I don't think we can get rid of them. All right, just run this. That's fine. Keep. I think it's actually more important to play Spare Supplies on curve, so let's play Scoured Barrens into Spare Supplies. Plains, Judge's Familiar, which can Force Spike the Drown. Well, I guess I'm Tithing Blading that then. Eat your dude. Play another Judge's Familiar. Thraben. Well, as much as I want to play Spare Supplies, I don't think I can afford to wait around not doing anything, so let's play Skyfisher and pick up Tithing Blade. Need to Nowhere, eats our dude. We're just not drawing lands. All right, if I hit an untapped land, it's the same thing as if for Thraben. We just gotta hit lands. We're too far behind if we're not hitting lands. Spare Supply trigger, still not hitting land. All right, another 2. Play another Judge's Familiar. How have we still not hit any lands? How? All right, Skyfisher. I'm not gonna bounce Spare Supplies. I'm gonna bounce Den and replay it and play Thraben so we have more blocks. All right, back to them. Cracks their clue. How many lands do we have in our deck? 22. Opponent plays Battle Screech, flashes back Battle Screech. Still no land. What the fuck? Clue. Still no lands. All right, what am I ditching? I guess Pestilence, probably. Actually, Tithing Blade has got to be atrocious here, right? All right, if they're attacking here, I assume that means they have Guardian's Pledge, and we're just losing the game now. Even if I draw an untapped Black Source, I still can't even drown them. We didn't draw lands anyway. All right. 15 cards deep into our deck, and we had 2 lands. The 2 lands that we started with. Can someone who's good at math figure out what the probability on that is? You have a set of 60 cards. 22 of them are lands. What are the odds that after drawing 15, you will have only hit 2 out of the set of 20? Actually, I think we can figure that out right now, right? So our 7-card opening hand had 2 lands in it, right? So we've got 53 cards left in our deck, and 20 of them are lands. We are going to see, we have our opening 7, and we drew another 8 cards. So out of 8 cards, what are the odds we would hit 1 land out of all that, right? So 2%, basically. So our probability of, I guess, less than 1? 1%. 0.015. So less than 2% probability that we don't actually hit a 3rd land there. Round 5, we're on the draw. This hand is really bad. We can't bounce anything with Glint Hawk. I guess we have removal into Pestilence, maybe. I'll keep. Our first forest deck, I think we're probably dead. We're going to be way too slow to deal with Cascade Ponza with this hand. Tap land. All right, can't play Glint Hawk. Cycles, Ent. Arbor Elf. All right, let's kill that. Core, Skyfisher. I don't even want to play it here, actually. Let's just not even play it. All playing it does is just set me back a land drop. Yeah, forget that. Thermokarst, one of our lands. Finally. All right, Spare Supplies. Play Plains. Play Glint Hawk. Pick up this. Scred the Glint Hawk. Very well. Wild Growth. All right, Spare Supplies. Let's just Skyfisher, bounce the Spare Supplies. All right, we might be hanging in here, unless we're getting Boarding Party. Boarding Party into Utopia Sprawl, sure. No blocks. All right, I could just play Guardian, and then they can't even, I guess Tithing Blade, eat this. Glint Hawk, pick up Tithing Blade. Right? So, Tithing Blade, kill that. Glint Hawk, pick up the Tithing Blade. And then I could play Spare Supplies or just hold Cast Down for whatever creature they play. I think it's just better to hold Cast Down, right? Attack with the Skyfisher. Yeah, Altasaur, Cascade, reveal Arbor Elf. All right, kill that. Do I care if they have this? I guess I kind of. Spare Supplies. Tithing, play this, play Thraben, and swing. 3 mana for Visionary. Is this on red? Yeah. Another Visionary. Scred this dude, sure. It's so awkward that the Pestilence we don't have another black source for. All right, pop the clue, supplies. All right, play this guy. Then Basilica, trigger, pick up Ancient Den. Attack here? Nah, like their attacks are bad, right? Yeah, okay, attack here. Utopia Sprawl again. Avenging Hunter. All right, we can steal the initiative from them, but it's a little awkward to not lose it. Thermokarst, our bounce land. At least they're out of stuff, man. So I attack, I get the initiative, then they attack. I have to get Pestilence in almost certainly his turn. I wouldn't if I drew a removal spell. So let's go Spare Supplies. We did not. All right, so Swamp, Pestilence, Combat, attack here. Actually, I shouldn't have attacked there. I should have attacked with Glint Hawk, right? None of this can, yeah. Should have attacked with Glint Hawk. I don't know why. I just got tunnel visioned on thinking that this was the only thing that was going to get through, but no, Glinthawk would have gotten through. All right, grab us. So then it's back to them, and they can... So they're going to take the initiative back, and then they can forge onto Avenging Hunter and make it a 7/6, and we're not going to have enough mana to Pestilence it. So block here. Oh, yeah, initiative comes back, forge there. It's a 7/6. I can't even activate Pestilence that much, right? Ooh, Tithing Blade? Oh, I can get rid of this now. Yeah, so we go attack, steal the initiative. Steal the initiative, forge here. And then we go activate Pestilence, then activate Pestilence, kills that guy. Then we go Glinthawk, pick up the Tithing Blade, replay the Tithing Blade. An Avenging Hunter dies, and now we can pass. All right, so let's see, Cascade Ponza. They do have some creatures which die to drown, but not really that much. I'm inclined to say that's not good. So let's see, none of that's good. Dust to Dust isn't good, so the only question is Okiba Gang good? Well, the drowns are actually useful for what? Cleaning up the small guys and making it so that our Tithing Blades can kill their bigger guys. Pestilence is also really slow. Like, I would rather have Drown than Pestilence. So let's get rid of Pestilence. All right, Drown, Okiba. Let's do that. There's also maybe an argument for Duress, but they tend to just, like, turbo their hand out pretty fast and then play off the top. Forest, Arbor Elf, All right. Thraben, Utopia Sprawl, 4 mana on turn 2. Very cool. I guess they're not doing anything with it, though, which is a really bad sign for me. All right, Scoured, Thraben, and attack. They don't... So their hand is just like all 6 drops then, because there's no reason for them not to be playing something at this point in the game. Spare supplies, draw, play Silver Quill, combat, attack. Thankfully, we're going to get to Guardian next. Plays another Arbor Elf, and attacks, sure. So the Pain Train is about to leave the station on their turn. Guardian. Let's see. If it's Boarding Party, I want this so that they can't attack. Well, I guess no. If they have Boarding Party, they're just not going to attack, right? Yeah. So let's just swing here while we can. All right. So they have 10 bajillion mana. Altasaur, Cascade into Thermokarst. Scred one of our guys. Okay. Ooh, Cast Down. I don't actually need to cast... Oh, it is Trample. I do need to cast it down. All right, kill that. I don't have time to bounce non-tap lands, or tap lands rather. So Basilica, trigger, pick up Swamp, play Glinthawk, pick up Spare Supplies, combat. I need this to block Boarding Party if they just cast Boarding Party. So, and there's no chance I'm racing them. So let's just try to control the board. Boarding Party cascades into Arbor Elf. Tithing Blade is okay. So let's cast Overseer, draw Glinthawk. All right, yeah, Tithing Blade. They lose an Arbor Elf, whatever. They're untapping a land? Sure. Scratted Glinthawk, very well. They lose an Arbor Elf. We're not attacking. Another Boarding Party into Lanor Visionary. Okay. Their attacks are still not great, right? I lose 1 Thraben to their 1 Boarding Party and then take 6. Cycles Ent. Really? Not just play Ent? All right. Journey to Nowhere. I have 5 mana, so I can go Journey, Glinthawk, pick the Tithing Blade, play the Tithing Blade. Yeah. I don't know. Their attacks are just not good, right? Like, maybe I can just put myself in a position to have more blocks in play. All right, play Overseer. We drew a land. So Glinthawk, pick up the Tithing Blade. Maybe that's not even correct. Maybe I should have just Spare Supplied. I don't know. Play the Tithing Blade. Trigger, lose an Arbor Elf. All right, let's attack with Overseer. Another Utopia Sprawl on the Forest. The thing is, they can't resolve any initiative or Monarch guys, because then we just steal it. No, they're going to do it anyway. All right. If they're attacking like that is the very last card in their hand Scred. They've already spent 2 Screds. I'm just going to say it is. So block here, block here, block here. It is actually Scred. All right. All right, so I'm definitely attacking them with Overseer to steal that. Swing. All right, steal the initiative. Let's grab a Plains. So let's play Spare Supplies. Omen of the Dead can get back what? Nothing of too much value. I probably have to journey this so they don't have Trample. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana. So I can go journey that and then omen something back. Probably Glinthawk for Tithing Blade. Journey, steal their, or eat their Trampler. Yeah, let's... Tithing Blade isn't even that good on this board, is it? I probably just get back Overseer. The problem is they have enough attacks that they can just get through. If I'm double blocking Boarding Parties... All right, screw it. Omen of the Dead. Get back Glinthawk. Play Glinthawk. Pick up Spare Supplies. Swing. All right, block. Block the Arbor Elf, and we take 8, and then they get the initiative back. Scrying Room. They 1-1'd Wild Growth. All right, so whatever is on top they liked. Drown in Sorrow, I do not want to cast on board. So let's combat, attack here. All right, initiative comes back, forge onto the Guardian. Then Spare Supplies, Thorn of the Black Rose. I'll go with that. Thorn of the Black Rose. Monarch, Tithing Blade. All right. Altasaur, Cascade into Thermokarst. Very well. Targeting our bounce land. Sure. But they can't win from Jin yet, because we're just going to overwhelm them in card advantage. All right, so 3-2 with Orzhov Pestilence. So first of all, there's kind of two things going on with this deck. The one is the core Skyfisher, Glinthawk, Bouncy Times plan, and the other one's the Pestilence plan. So let's talk about Pestilence first. Pestilence sucks. It's just not, it just isn't good. It's way too expensive. So, okay, hypothetically, here's the matchups where you might want it, right? If you're against aggro, it's too slow. It's 5 mana before you've even dealt the first point of damage, and you're also hurting yourself. So, too slow and bad against aggro decks. Against mid-range decks, the creatures are too big for Pestilence to kill. Like, if you have to spend 4 mana to kill their Avenging Hunters and whatnot, you're in a really bad position. Also, in the grindy matchups, like against Gardens, they can just like always have removal for your guys, so you can never guarantee that you're actually going to keep Pestilence in play. So that leaves Pestilence in a position where the only time that it's good is against a deck where the opponent has a minimal amount of removal and also creatures that are low enough toughness that Pestilence can kill them, and also not too many creatures, so they're not like beating you down and making the Pestilence hurt you too much, and also not too much removal to kill your guys so that the Pestilence, like, it's too many things. It's way too much. So maybe at some point in Pauper, Pestilence was good, but at this point it isn't. The second part of the deck is the, like, core Skyfisher Glinthawk plan, and every single time that I play the Orzhov version of that, I always feel like it's just worse than Boros. Boros just has cheaper removal, it has Synthesizer, like, it has cheaper things that go with all that bouncing, so that your mana is more efficient. It pretty much this always just feels like it's just worse than Boros. Also, in this deck in particular, I would say that I'm a little bit annoyed by the land base. Like, I don't think Kabira Crossroads really matters that much, especially when you're not already maxing out on the black and white lands. Like, basically, I never activated Silvergill Campus or was in any position to. I would have rather just had the 4th Scoured Barrens, or even just, like, get rid of the Kabira Crossroads. Like, if these are going to come in tapped anyway, just make them black and white lands. Because there were times when mana was a problem, like especially playing Pestilence, for example, you want as much black sources as possible. And so having these tapped white lands is even a further problem in that regard. I also understand that in Pauper, okay, so like Glinthawk doesn't have enough artifacts to bounce. It just doesn't. Basically, the only artifacts you have to bounce are these ones. And if you are not edicting your opponent, then the Tithing Blades aren't even worth bouncing, which just leaves the Ancient Dens, right? So first of all, there needs to be more actually good artifacts for Glinthawk to bounce. Secondly, I understand that in Pauper, there's a certain tension between how many artifact lands do you want versus how susceptible does that make you to artifact hate, like Dust to Dust, Gorilla Shaman, etc. But if you're playing a deck with Glinthawk, I think you got to be playing more than 3 artifact lands, because there's just too many times when you have Glinthawks in your hand and you just cannot play them because you don't have an artifact. You never want to bounce a clue token that you've played with Thraben Inspector. So that, again, just leaves these 7, and these are situational, and 3 artifact lands. You gotta be playing more artifact lands than that. The sideboard also probably needs work. Like, I would rather than these life gain dudes, probably much rather just have, like, Crimson Acolyte and things that are protected from the opponent, rather than just guys that come down, gain some life, and then trade or just die because they're really low on stats. And I would have to play the deck more to know about the sideboard, but I think the basic issue in general, again, is just Pestilence is no good, and this version of the bounce your own stuff game plan is worse than Boros. Anyways, this video's recommendation for media is going to be Enemy Mine. This is a indie, low-budget sci-fi movie with the premise of 2 people from different factions, one from the human faction and one from the alien faction, both crash land on the same planet, and what will happen as they try to survive in a hostile environment. I really recommend this movie, so if you haven't seen it before, check it out. Anyways, that is the end of the Orzhov Pestilence League.